It's KD the One, and I'm here with I Shot Him with another reaction video.
What's good, y'all boys?
This time we're looking at Hustler Spirits. This is Felice Johnson, the Booty Warrior. Prison Stories. A trip to the hospital. Your mouth would drop. Crazy. I just read the whole title without fucking seeing it the first time. That was just too much.
Is he a changed man?
I heard he's a changed man. I heard he's a changed man, me personally. But
He's vouching for him.
we get to see in this video here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. Here talking again to my man, FLEECE Johnson, the booty man. Another beautiful day in the city. What's up, FLEECE? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great.
Looking good with that head on. Huh?
Yeah.
Look like you in player mode.
No, I'm not a player.
They ain't had to call that
Not a
nigga
player
booty
no
man.
more.
I'm just saying. That
That's
shit
what's
kind of
up.
got
We
me
gonna get
off
right
guard.
into
I
it
ain't mean
today.
to
We ain't gonna
laugh.
waste your
Like,
time.
it got
We
me
was talking about some characters
not
you
knowing
met
what to
down
do with
in,
my mic and shit.
in prison, man, that I was tripping off of. Let's talk about that, man. What kind of characters did you meet down there, and explain what they was doing?
Well, when I first went to prison, it was February the 18th, 1977, at Eddyville prison. But I went to prison in 74, but when I hit the maximum security prison, it was in 77. I heard a whole lot about these prisons, right? You know, I'm in a reformatory, so everybody,
Focus.
when they holler,
I'll be too locked in on what to
inmates
say.
going to Eddyville, inmates are crying, they're hiding and everything. Please don't send me down there, please, man. So Eddyville had a bad name. That, you know, you go there, you subject never come out. So when I get down there, I'm 17. I turned 17
Damn.
when I hit there. So
This nigga said he was 17 when he just went into prison.
Yeah, he didn't get much play before he went in.
I ain't even gonna hold you. Damn. That's a young ass age. Like, I know, like, in our generation, people going down younger than that, but like, for an old nigga like that, for an old head like him, I ain't even gonna lie, that's a pretty wicked ass age.
call him Duck Man, white dude.
Duck?
Duck Man.
Like a duck.
Like a real goddamn duck in a pond.
Okay.
Duck
And this
man.
motherfucker, he had his shoes and shit, broke his shoes painted. He painted his shoes and painted ducks and shit all over his shoes, right?
Mhm.
So I'm thinking, maybe he just one of them old crazy motherfuckers or something. You know, fuck it. But Duck Man don't talk to nobody. And I started doing all this shit that I was doing in there. So everybody in prison think I'm the crazy motherfucker.
I think I heard this story, but in a
You know, they
different,
never
like,
hear nobody
interview.
come through at maximum security prison, especially a black
You ever
person
heard
in
any
that
of Felice
racial
Johnson's
prison
stories, Mar?
Nah.
and just fight.
Are you a fan
from the
of some of his work
they
on, like,
used
the
to that
Boondocks
shit. They
or some
used to
shit?
black people
You
coming
wouldn't
there
really
and
say
bowing
fan.
down. Yes sir, no sir, and let all the white people
I truly
treat him like
hear
shit.
that he is a changed
But
man.
when I
I'm not
came
even
down
gonna
there
hold
at
you.
17, nigga, I came
That's
to
just me
scrap.
personally.
Nigga, I'm ready to fight whatever. Nigga, King Kong, nigga.
But like,
But when I ran
he
into this
has
goddamn
a
duck
real
man,
life
that
reaction why y'all
fucked my
niggas
whole
should not go
head
to
up.
prison.
So
That nigga been
he
for
don't
so
talk to
long. He
people. The
knows
serial
like
killers,
the
you know, you
game.
meet
He
all
knows
of them
all
in
that shit.
prison.
If
But they
y'all
usually
really think
stay to
y'all hard,
themselves.
y'all think I could
But
last
Duck
15
Man
minutes
started
with
talking
police?
to me because he thought I was crazy.
What you mean by that?
You know, because I'm fighting the goals and all this shit.
You know what I mean? Like, you think
So he sat down next
you
to
think
me.
you could last?
He said, how you doing?
Like straight hands, hopefully.
I looked
Yeah,
at
that
him. I
nigga
said,
plays dirty.
"Man."
Or
He said, my name is Duck Man. I said, I know who you are. What
like,
you want?
no joke and shit. Like, I looked at
'Cause
many
I
of
just
his
want to talk
interviews.
to
This
you.
nigga do play dirty.
Quack. So I looked at him like, you know, hard. Like, and I remember everything people tell me, man, he's dangerous. Police don't fuck with him. He, you know, 'cause they know I fight any motherfucker. So, it's motherfucker so quacky like a duck, man.
Mm.
So I start talking to him. I'm curious about him. So I said, why they call you Duck Man? He said he had a duck that he raised from a baby. Loved the duck Lucy. Some old shit. And I said, what happened to Lucy? He said, well, one day, him and his wife, hit on bad times. You know, we all know what bad times is. You know, shit gets hard, bills pile up and all this shit. He said his wife took the dog and cooked it
Mm.
and fed it to him. He didn't even know. She
That's
told
not
him to
funny. That's some wicked
specificate
shit.
and all
I
this
have a
shit.
pet duck. That shit crazy.
He said their anniversary was coming up, but it wasn't 2 weeks away. So he didn't think it was an anniversary event. You know, she's cooking like it. He said he ate, he said it was so good. He said he rubbed his stomach and all this shit.
Damn. He
And
said
later,
it was
he
so
went on and
good,
asked
rubbing his stomach
what
and
type
all that shit.
of meat that was
Imagine raising that duck.
or something.
That was the best meal of your
He
life.
said, I cooked the duck. He said, what duck? He said,
You
your
hear
duck,
Aisha
Lucy.
laughing at?
Yeah.
This man sat here and told me, he said, well, I told my wife when she told me that, he said, I didn't want to alarm her. I don't want her to know what's coming. He said, cause I'm pretty sure my Lucy didn't know what was coming when she chopped his head off. Chopped Lucy's head off to cook it. So he gonna give her the same treatment. He told her that the meal was good. He kissed her, took her out and lay her down for the bed. You know, older people take naps, you know.
He kissed him and then
Laid her
they
down,
took
he
a
went in
nap.
there and got
What?
that hatchet.
I think he kissed his wife.
And while she was
Oh.
laying there, not
Took a
knowing
nap.
what was getting ready to
Oh,
happen, just
oh,
like
it's
the
this
same,
story.
just like the duck. He wanted to take her through the same shit that she took the duck through. The duck didn't know it was gonna get his head chopped off. He said he wanted her the same way. He took a hatchet, went in there,
one of those fucking
smacked her
cleavers.
2-3 times on the neck, took her whole head off.
Damn.
And that's why they call this motherfucker the Duck Man. And he walks around quacking like a duck. And quack. So I'm 17 years old in a penitentiary around all these murderers and shit. And this shit is tripping me out, man. I'm like, man, if I fight
Shit
one of these
will change you.
motherfuckers, I better kill him. I better kill his ass. I fucking...
Like imagine, cause they knew about his age or some shit. They was like, "Hey, go extra crazy. There's a kid coming. We just gotta scare him up a little bit."
2
They
weeks
just did
max.
like they did that for like a good 2 weeks or some shit, and then like later on, you just in there like, "Damn, there's the duck man." That nigga just walks up to you. Hey, how you doing? Oh yeah, that was fake.
Stop calling me that, man.
Okay. Cause they some crazy motherfuckers down. I ain't know how to take that shit, bro.
You were 17?
I was 17 years old, a child, bro. All these motherfuckers got forever in a day in the penitentiary.
Damn.
Never getting out.
Damn.
So a lot of people gonna think, you know, when you talk about the Duck Man and the story behind it. In my mind, I've seen a movie. I can't tell you the name of the movie right now, but it seemed like I've watched a movie that depicts that story. So when people say, "Look, okay, now FLEECE is making shit up." So,
all right, let me tell you this.
all right.
Let me get to the crunch on it. I'm a real motherfucker. You don't get him no realer than me. I'm not gonna set up here on YouTube, any other channel. I'm known all through Louisville and other states, right? I got a good name on myself. You know, and motherfuckers know when it comes out of my mouth, it's coming 100% pure, right? I don't make shit up. Everything I tell y'all on YouTube, guess what? It's already documented. When I say documented, it's on file. It's
Hey,
been
that man telling
documented,
the truth.
recorded,
Everything that he's
and
saying,
it's been
y'all
put
can
in
look up
files
for
and shit.
yourself.
So whatever I tell you, you can look it up. And it's already been found. I'm telling the truth.
All right, Fleece. That was the duck man. That's crazy.
I think.
You told me about another
These
man that
head through
made
his
a
ass
doll
crazy.
out of something.
Man, it's what people don't understand in the penitentiary system. Now, God had already said in the Bible, it's not good that a man should be alone. That's why he made a woman. God realized from the beginning of the creation of man that man and man don't work out. Cause you standing up two men with hard dicks, something gonna have somebody gonna have to do something, bend over or something, man. So he created a woman. But check this shit out.
Someone gonna have to bend over or something.
You got people in the penitentiary been locked up for 20,
Say
30
he was
years.
spinning, my guy.
They got sex drive. They like to come. They like to get off. And a lot of them don't mess with sissies. So they prefer to keep it, out of that department, right? I don't have to go gay to get off, So this one particular dude,
Wait,
He
wait,
knows.
wait, 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 wait,
So
wait,
he
wait,
knows.
wait, 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 wait. So what he is saying that it's not gay to fuck another nigga in there. It's gay to fuck a sissy. That's some wild shit. If that's your mindset, well, I ain't gonna fuck that gay ass nigga. I'm gonna go for that straight nigga, so we both straight.
I thought he was saying like either some people like not go gay and just touch themselves or something like that, or they, you know what I'm saying, and mess with
See,
the other people
that's the thing,
because they got to
like,
get off somehow.
but that contradicts what he was saying. It's rather you doing the bending or you bending over.
Yeah.
in Eddyville prison, they was making dolls. And back in them
Oh
days,
no,
see,
no,
like
you might be right.
Eddyville, let me
Dolls.
tell you about prison. It's a business.
Imagine
Our
selling
prison in
dolls, money.
Kentucky make all the
I can't
orange
even say imagine
jumpsuits.
that shit. That's a lot of that shit.
Inmates make them, and we sell them to different states. Them orange jumpsuits
Different
you see
states.
inmates in, we make them in Kentucky. We make mattresses, we make blankets and sheets, you know.
That you could fuck.
And
He'll be the
so
meanest commercial advocate.
our sewing class
Blankets and
in
sheets.
Eddyville has about 250 industrial sewing machines. Well, we can make products the same way you buy them out of a store. It looks the same way, it's sold the same way, same pattern and all that. So this one dude, he got in the sewing class,
Mm.
and he took the cover of a mattress and made him a doll.
A doll?
Yeah, a doll, like a human doll. 6 feet tall.
Shut up, man.
He
I
made
think
it,
that's the nigga you should be telling to shut up.
took some type of plastic shit and put in the vagina, the pussy.
A pussy.
And he put shit
You
like
had to make sure you know.
pudding, jelly, jello, all that shit up in her.
Oh.
So when he saw his dick in her, oh God, nigga.
That nigga sound
When
like
you
you trying
put it,
He
to.
sounded like he was the
you
first
put
one
it
to
so
do
you
that.
come,
Oh,
you
God.
know your dick is
Nigga.
wet, so you go up in it, and he hit it real
I
tight,
never
so it
had
felt
that.
like a real
Unless y'all want to
special
be sitting
pussy.
here
So he
fucking
fell in
Jello
love with this
pudding
doll he
dolls,
made. He
stay
called
out
it
of trouble,
Lucy.
my guy.
And he
If
would
that's
set
what
this
y'all want to
motherfucker
do,
down. We made a
I'm
doll,
not going to blame
panties,
y'all.
bras,
Can't save y'all.
everything, and would set that
Damn.
motherfucker in the cell, but here's what he couldn't do.
So the doll's name was Lucy. The duck's name wasn't Lucy. Then you couldn't
No,
remember
the
the
duck,
duck.
the duck man, that's a different story.
Okay.
The duck.
This is
Imagine he named
Lucy,
it
the
after the
doll
duck.
then. The man made a doll called
Some
Lucy.
wild ass shit.
So
Hey, duck man, where your duck at?
prisons is ran by the administration. Whatever administration is running the prison will determine what the rules and regulations gonna be in the prison. So back then, when we didn't have a dress code, it was all good. But a new administration came on and they said that shit there got to go. Motherfuckers that got these homemade dolls and shit that they been fucking, we got to take the dolls cause it ain't sanitized right. You know, and dolls are stinking. And motherfuckers been fucking their dolls for about 10, 15 years.
Damn.
And ain't been able to clean it out, so the motherfucker smell like a dead person, right? It's like a real doll. You know, so I remember the day that the guards came to take it. They know they gonna have trouble because this man saw it die like
That's
it was
like
his
taking a
actual
nigga's wife.
You
In
know, his
15 years.
mindset was like, this is my
Hey, bro,
wife.
I ain't do nothing wrong.
So when they walked up to his
He ain't
door,
do
they
nothing
talked
wrong,
about, hey,
technically. That nigga
we
wanted to be
trying to get the
innovative.
doll.
Innovative, fuck.
He said, this is not a doll, this is my wife.
That's what I said.
They said, we come to get it. This motherfucker, they know they had to put him to sleep. He pulled a knife out. They
already
had to
got
shoot
life.
him outside the gate.
You already
with
know
some
that.
type of tranquilizer shit to put him to sleep. To go in there and get this goddamn nasty ass died out. I tell you, it's a crazy shit that goes on in the penitentiary.
I ain't even gonna lie, I would have told that nigga he could have
That's
it.
the one I'm gonna really
I'll let the
speak on.
prisoners take care of that shit. Y'all can snag that shit, but y'all getting sentences if
Go
y'all
ahead.
touch that nigga.
Alright, check this out.
If he do anything
This
to
is
y'all,
all the,
shit, I already know what to do.
I ain't gonna call y'all sissies, but that's what society call you, sissies, homosexuals, transgender.
Transgenders.
Well, check this out. Transgender, sissies, homosexual, whatever you prefer to be called, ladies. I call y'all ladies. Good ass ladies. But check
Good
this out, ladies.
ass.
There was a sissy in the prison. He called himself Latoya, black. Well, him and another sissy, they robbed I heard it was a hitman on the street. He came to Kentucky, and these sissies here, they look like women. Built like them, big old hips, big butts, titties and shit. Thick lips, little features or something like a woman. Small feet, small hands. So they try to take his dude. And the dude killed one of the sisters and took a knife and threw it at the other one, stuck him in the side of the temple. And he went out a two-story window, the one called Latoya. Check this out. He
That was
gets
a
locked
real
up,
fucking
come back
hitman.
to prison, violated his parole. So now all his hair is falling out. But this sissy here took pride in looking like a lady. So what he did, he took a broken boot, took the shoestrings out, unraveled the shoestrings.
The thread inside the
Yeah,
shoestring?
the thread inside of the string of the shoestring,
Yeah.
unraveled it where it'd be like her. So he came to me and asked me, he said, FLEECE, do me a favor, baby. I said, what's that? He said, will you staple this to my head? I said, staple what to your head? He said, this right here, he had that shit.
You said staple?
Staple. He gonna make hair for his head. His
But he
hair.
gonna staple it to his head.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So he had it all branched out, so he took it, he said, right here. So I put the
God
staple
damn.
right there and went, he'll shake like that. I said, God
Yeah,
damn.
staple
I
with
said,
him.
"You ready?"
That was a real
Yeah.
prominent
So I
sound.
land the number up. He said,
That shit
back it
made
up.
like
I
me
said,
get
right
shiver
there?
down my
He said,
back
yeah.
type shit.
So I stapled his whole head. But here's the catch.
Damn.
He came outside swinging his
My
hair
head
and
hurt.
all that shit like that, making it swing. That shit look good as a motherfucker, make him look sexy. But the guards caught on.
That nigga
Cause the
like
sun was shining
admiring his work.
and seeing all that and staples in his head, all that shit sparkled. So the guard walked up to him and asked him what was making him, all that shining stuff come out of his head. So when they found out it was staples, they rolled him up for inflicting bodily injury on yourself, snatched that shit out of his head, right?
Damn.
So he went to the hole. But when he came out of the hole, he don't want nobody to see him bald headed.
Right.
This was a sissy that took pride in having her. But you can't buy weaves and wigs in the penitentiary. So what he did, he went right back to the bootstring, unraveled the shit, and he took glue, sugar, honey, and something else he put in there to make a paste that was like gorilla glue, right? When he put that shit all over his head, and he could just stick the shit on there, and it would stay.
It would stay.
Man, that motherfucking shit stayed, man. We see this sissy in the shower, bro. Her all the way down his back, shaking his head and shit, washing his hair, and that shit wouldn't come out. But here's the trouble. All that sugar and honey attracted a lot of bees. So when he come out of the shower, he had his little hot pants on and shit, his booty hanging out. He got a big old butt, you know. So he called himself Latoya. So he come out.
Latoya.
He was bending over, tooting his ass out, trying to entice the minions, right? Show them men that, nigga, I'm
Imagine
cracking.
ants crawling up that nigga.
So I confronted him. I said, hey, Drew. I ain't gonna call his name as his actual name. I'm gonna call him Latoya. That's what he went by. I said, hey, look, you got a lot of bees flying around your head, nigga. So he came out with this sissy here. He was like one of them cans that likes to, he'll fight a motherfucker. He said, fuck you, nigga. He said, you niggas always hating on a bitch when a bitch is trying to look good and shit. Nigga, get on away from me, nigga. I said, go on, some stupid motherfucker. So I went back, and bees landed in his head, man. This motherfucker out there bending over and all this shit, trying to entice motherfuckers. And when one of the first bees that stung him, you can almost hear that shit pop. It said, that motherfucker did like that. He started doing all that shit. And bees would turn his ass up, right? He passed out. This motherfucker passed out, right?
Damn.
They took him to the hospital. And they brought him back here, this white thing wrapped. His head was swelled up like this. So this white dude holler, hey, Latoya, who you running to? The rhino? Sissy went crazy, man. Black sissy. Fuck you, hoochie. You're mad. You fucking hunky. I'll kill you with all that old shit, right? Man, I'm just telling you, man, it's some crazy shit that you see in the penitentiary. Crazy.
Shit, I'm never going to prison. I'm not that type of
Hey,
nigga. I hope y'all know.
It ain't worth it.
I want everybody out there to know that, yeah, what I believe in and what I don't believe in.
I'ma be honest, I've been to
society. I believe in people being
jail
able to live
before
their
for
life
like a
without
couple of days, but
worrying
prison
about
seemed like
being
too
robbed,
much.
raped, and
Jail and prison are two
traumatized
different
with
things. I
all
hope
the
y'all.
evil shit they traumatize people with nowadays. I said, so
Some of y'all niggas go
I
wild
don't
thinking y'all
want y'all
going
to
to
think
jail,
I'm
but
doing this shit
y'all doing shit that send y'all asses to prison, man.
to make you laugh, whatever. I'm trying to help people, the young people in this country, white, black, Mexican, whatever the color you are, race. I ain't got no but love for you, bro. I'm telling you, prison is the worstest place you ever want to see. You know, y'all out there doing all this crime and violence, and you don't have no idea, like, when you shoot somebody, what do you think? I kill this nigga. But you don't realize that the person you killed probably got family in the penitentiary. 9 out of 10, somebody, they got relatives, friends, or something locked up. So it ain't over when you go to court. That's just the beginning. When you go to prison, you gotta fight the whole time you locked up. Think about it. Now, I'm going to tell you something.
Imagine fighting for the
This
rest
is
of your
what you'll
life
see in the
because of the
penitentiary when
fact
you go
that
up
you
in
got mad.
they
Because of
had
the
a
fact
sister
that you
in
couldn't control your
I
anger or
never
some
forget
shit.
it. Named Melissa, black. He come outside one day. This
It's
is
some
Cal
real shit
family,
for young
Russ
black
family.
men. I'm not gonna hold you.
He
We
came
in a
outside with
YN
a,
epidemic,
a
my guy.
towel,
YNs are everywhere.
a
Everybody
dirty
wants to be
towel,
hard. I ain't even gonna lie.
patches like he
It's
had a
just some
baby in the
situations are
goddamn
not
towel.
worth it.
And it was like about 2,000 flies around him. So everybody said, God damn, what's
Unless you
that?
want to be a nigga fucking sissies and
People
dolls.
actually thought he had a
Going
baby.
around in the
And the baby
worstest
came
place
out
in
in form
America.
of some old shit. I said, man, the man
And
can't
hear
have
from
a baby.
Police
What's in the
Johnson himself,
goddamn
my guy.
towel, man? Everybody scared to go over towards him. I walk over. And his sisters hollering, get away, get away, get away. You wake my baby up. You wake my baby up. I said, baby. I said, come here. He said, get away. He kept turning away from it. So I grabbed him, turned him around, and flicked the towel over. You know what it was?
What?
It was a baby made out of duty.
Do what?
Duty. Shit. This motherfucker made a baby.
I ain't even gonna lie. Prison, jail, all that shit, that isolation, it can fuck with a person. Especially like you see, like they don't have the accommodations that they have in normal life. You might be the hardest nigga out there. You might think that real life is not like built for you, that you could take in that shit. I'm telling you, niggas are crazy. You will be locked up with real violent offenders, real like criminals.
Molded it out of duty. The whole frame of a baby was made out of duty. This is the shit you'll see when you go to prison. Shit like it.
See,
Crazy motherfuckers, just like this motherfucker Benny Johnson.
Benny Johnson.
Okay.
Now, we in the hole.
That's how you know this nigga
Now, let
didn't
me
do
tell you
some
something
good
about the
shit.
beds in the hole. When you go to segregation, what we call the hole, they put you on a steel bed. You get a mattress and stuff sometimes, depends on how you come in. But the beds is made like they got holes going like about this round. They got holes going across the bed, all the way down the bed like this. About that round. This dude, Benny, took his dick and stuck it through a hole and was trying to fuck it. And his dick swelled up and got stuck in that hole.
Mm.
So they called the prison nurses and doctors to come over there. So now remember, the bed is still on the wall. The doctor told him straight up, I was next door to him. So I'm standing up at the door listening to this shit. Doctor said, I'm not going in there and touch his man's dick. I'm not going to massage it or try to make it get soft or nothing. Fuck it. He said, I quit my job before I grab that man's dick. The nurse came over, she said she ain't touching it. So they called the engineering department. They came over. Now, they know they can't cut him out because this is a steel bed. If you try all that welding and shit, it's gonna heat the bed up and he's gonna burn him. He's gonna burn him.
Mm-hmm.
So they took and broke the bed off the wall, the steel bed. His dick is still hooked up through the hole in the bed. So they put a sheet over the front of it so you couldn't see it, and made him pack the bed. So this motherfucker, when he gets down about a hospital, they call a forklift driver. A forklift came over, lift him up with the bed. He's holding the bed. They lift him up on a forklift, put him on the back of a dump truck, a garbage truck. You know the garbage truck.
Yeah.
and put some gauze in the back, and they took him to Lewis Hospital in Paducah. And when he got there, and them doctors seen what this was, they told the corrections department
I ain't even
that
gonna
they
hold you.
killed all
Most
their
times when I'll
contacts
be
with the
listening to this
inmates
nigga, it
in
always
Eddie'sville
leaves me
prison.
speechless.
They would not accept another one back at that, yeah. This is the kind of shit that happens in prison. I was locked up in a prison where everybody had some sort of issue, a bad issue, man. I'm locked up around motherfuckers that, like one dude, for instance, I started working legal cases, legal aid training. He come to me and say, "Police, could you get me back in court?" I said, "What's the charge?" He said, "Rape, 2 counts." I said, "Who's the victim?" This nigga said, "My grandmama." I said, "Your grandmama?" He said, "Yeah." This nigga said, "What gets me? She didn't say nothing the first time." Nigga, hell no. How many grandmamas want to go to court and say my grandson fucking slammed me to the bed and fucked me? She spared you the first time. You came back the second time, took her, and she said, "That's enough." Nigga, nigga, I can't, my grandson's raping me. This is the type of people I was locked up around. Crazy motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. You
Now,
do
I'm in there
not want
trying
to
to fight
go
for
into
survival, fight
prison.
for my life, and I'm a young motherfucker. All these motherfuckers been locked up 30, 40 years, ain't never getting out. You know what they want?
What's that?
Booty. But you know what type of booty they want? Fresh. Fresh booty. Like virgin almost. They want that ass that is, ain't no motherfucker in the head, right? Good ass. And they was all here me. I already know I was a target. You go to the shower, man. I go to the shower, and we had, in our shower house in Eddyville, we had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 poles. And every pole had like about 8 or 9 shower heads around the pole. So when you get in the shower naked and you turn around, whoever's in the next shower head will be this close to you. So I used to tell people when I get in the shower and motherfucker try to get that shower next to me, I say, "Hey man, get the next shower, bro. I don't want a motherfucker all up close to me and shit, right? But I'm gonna tell you what. I knew in my heart when I got in that shower, I look around and shit. And it ain't so much as you looking around to staring at people's private parts and shit like that. I don't do that. But I look around and I notice everything was calm when I first came in, but now I look around and everybody's dicks is hard.
Whoa,
So I
whoa,
know
whoa,
they
whoa,
on
whoa,
some
whoa.
freak shit in her,
What I
man.
missed?
So, you don't want to say nothing to a motherfucker unless somebody really actually step to you and proposition you, right? So you sitting there, you say, "Man, this is the type of shit I'm telling you young motherfuckers, anybody. You out here doing all this stupid shit out here, if you get locked up, bro, it's over. And plus,
It's
all you
over.
gangsters and shit out there, I done saw you motherfuckers in penitentiary, right? These is the main motherfuckers. The gangsters, the ones that like to shoot up society, shoot motherfuckers' mothers and kids and all this shit. I done seen these same motherfuckers come into tough motherfuckers that rob the whole community, neighborhoods and shit. Come in there, suck dicks, get broken down, take it in the ass, and all this shit. But they gangsters. And, ooh, let me hit this one thing though. Can I finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
And now, here's the main thing that the gangsters was doing. They come in prison, They done already gave them all. You know, their
Like I
mamas
said,
and them
I'm
done
not
already
about that
told them
life.
stay
I
out
do
of
not
trouble.
see
You gonna end
myself
up
going
in
to prison
prison. They ain't
anytime
gonna
soon.
listen to nobody. So they go out there, get
Unless
caught
I
up
have
in
to do
something.
some shit that's
When they got to
actually
shoot the
like
gun, they kill somebody, get killed.
legit, I do
Well,
not think I'll go to prison for anything.
these motherfuckers, they go to prison. They have no clue of what to expect in there. They have no clue that they done took everybody from different counties and states, I mean different communities and stuff, and locked them up in the same prison. White people, hillbillies, country people, city niggas, all this shit, right? And when they get in there, it's a different story. Now it's about how I'm gonna come. That's the first thing you think about when you get in prison. How's I'm gonna come? You got
Nope,
too much
nope,
pride to jack off,
nope.
but sooner or later you'll do it.
First thing
You
I'm
got too
thinking
much.
about,
You know you'll
how
run
the
out of
fuck
all the girls you done fucked
am
on
I
the
going
streets.
to fucking like settle my
That's
case?
old now.
I'm gonna just try to
You
figure
got
that
these
shit out.
sisters walking around with these big old booties and titties and big
I was
thick
gonna say
lips,
how to spend my
wet lips
time,
with
but then
gloss
that
and shit
nigga could
all
probably
around their
flip that
lips,
around.
ready to suck
Yep,
something.
exactly.
Your man start playing tricks on you. Then you start looking at them like, God damn, that's a badass motherfucker. Then you sneak around, try to do it secretly, you know, where ain't nobody watching. Get you some head, right? The sisters is feeding in on it. They go on and give you some. But the gay people nowadays, they totally different from the gays in the 70s, in the 80s and 90s. The gays nowadays, they fucking. They fuck whatever they get, right? It used to be a time gay people would pay a motherfucker for some dick, but now they slinging dick. And the motherfucker they sling dick to end up paying them now. So it's a flip of the script, right? At a time when gay people used to patrol neighborhoods and communities, and even in prison, wanting to pay out some money for some dick. But nowadays, they charging motherfuckers,
How you feel about
and
this?
they
I shot him.
fucking them.
I wouldn't even know.
I feel like he got
So
speechless. This is his
I've been through a whole lot of
first
shit,
time
man.
actually experienced the FLEECE
You know,
Johnson
I'm a
interviews.
child that they threw in an
So
adult
like
prison.
can't really blame him. I
I'm just
my
trying to hear
first
him out
time.
for a
Around all
second.
this corruption
Like that's the
that I
thing.
seen in
A
my
lot of
4
his
years,
content is
I seen
mostly
so much
hear me
shit,
out
man.
content. He's been through
I
this
seen so
all his
many
life, so that's
killings
all you
and
can do is hear him
corruption,
out.
and I seen so many bribes. I can talk about something right now on this camera. I'm gonna just say it right here. To the Department of Correction in Frankfort, Kentucky, to the commissioner, I know things about you right now, about your department, that if I was to speak it right here on this camera, they would probably shut down your department. They'll shut down a whole lot of these prisons. I know a whole lot about murders and killings and corruption and bribes and the things that y'all was
Yeah,
doing.
this shit corrupt. I'm
Polices
not
that
gonna
was.
hold you.
I want to say this part. I'm
That's what
gonna
I'm
leave
saying.
this
He
in your
actually saying some
man. I
true
want
stuff
the
sometimes.
police
Like don't
department
think
to
that
I
listen
mean,
like
to
all of it's
this.
true. Like he been through it, but
This is
like
to the police
some of the things
department.
he be saying.
it's all documented. Don't forget that.
Here's what I know.
That's that nigga's like
And I
catchphrase,
got
my
a
guy.
nephew that is the leading. My nephew is the leading detective in Atlanta homicide. He's the leading. His name is Jeff. Love you, Jeff. Now check this out. I know something. Well, some polices got killed.
That's all you gotta say. I'm cutting you off.
Yeah.
All right. Uh, we
Hey,
just
what's up? This is Big Lee with
nah.
Hustlers.
We just gonna end it off there. I would love to watch another video, but we already like 40 minutes deep. Uh, if y'all want to see more Felice Johnson content,
Most definitely.
I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all can check it out yourself and Hustler Spirits, or just check it out through us. I ain't even gonna lie, you had I shot him speechless. I tried to clutch up, but man, you even had me like speechless most of the time. This man, he's been through a lot, but to be fair, this is why you shouldn't go to prison. This is why you should stay out of all this trouble shit. Like, it's not worth it. It is not worth your life. It's not worth your ass. But you hear from King Drippy and I shot him
Yes,
ourselves.
sir.
Y'all want to know reaction, like and subscribe. If not, see you then.